Come again. Hey guys, it's your boy Licky Smile, the certified Yoruba boy, and I am back like I never left. It's another powerful episode of Oya Talk on your number one TV, Blacqtv. Alright, I'm out here just to talk about the general election come 2019. From the look of things, we're limited to just two candidates. There are other candidates, by the way, but basically, they are just two for now. It's Bihari and Atiku, and that seems to be more like a clash of the titans. So I'm here to ask the people on the street who they are going to be voting for and why. And by the way, I'd like to know their rating of this present government on a scale of 1 to 10. This is going to be super lit. Stay right there and don't go nowhere. Blacqtv got you. Basically, I just want to ask you guys about the 2019 general election. It's the clash of titans.
Yeah.
Atiku versus Bihari. Who are you voting for and why?
I'm going for Atiku Abubakar.
Well, actually, I will cast my vote for Atiku.
I don't think I'm voting for anybody.
For me, I think we have tried Buhari, you get, and I think from what is happening around the country now, you can actually see that there are some lapses, you get. So I think, for me, I will give Atiku a chance.
5 naira no longer have value, but back then we know what we use 5 naira for. So I prefer those days compared to now, unless Buhari is being elected out.
All right. When you say Bihari and Atiku, I believe both of them are a bit all right, but I'm generally going to go with Bihari.
Personally, I'm still looking at things, but for now, I think Atiku, but I still have Donald Duke on my mind. But let's see their debates, let's see what they have to offer. That's it.
Well, for now, the two people are not really my candidates if I'm to choose. But based on what people are saying and based on what is happening around, for me, I would just say fine. Let people just get the right thing done, which is the PVC, and which is their right to vote. And when the day comes, for now, we can't just say we have two parties or we have two people to vote for. Bihari and Atiku, they are just the people from the parties. But for me as an individual and as a Nigerian, what I would do is this: I will have everything ready. So when the right time comes, I will vote whosoever I feel is right, based on my own knowledge or understanding. Why Bihari?
Well, as we all know, Bihari is much more of a saint between the two of them when it comes to looting and the rest.
Why?
Because he's experienced, he's been there as a vice president. And one more thing, he has business acumen. He has contacts all over the world. He has business structures here in Nigeria and outside of Nigeria. So I believe with his experience in the business world, he'll bring it will come to bear in the Nigerian system and to apply it in the good of the Nigerian youth and the Nigerian economy as a whole. So I prefer Atiku Abubakar for president 2019 because of his business acumen and his wide range of contacts all over the world.
And the reason is because the present president have not showed enough capacity. And I believe that it is not in the best interest of this country for us to pass through what we have just seen. You know, I mean, the situation is not really okay. A lot of things are happening. You know, look at the situation of the economy. No matter the sector you want to talk about, is it the manufacturing sector, is it even the so-called agric that they are shouting about, nothing is forthcoming. It's just all about propaganda. That is just my belief, and that is what, if you talk to people, that is what we tell you.
Because he's a businessman and is experienced, he has a lot of businesses in Nigeria, so I think it's a good thing that we're going to have a businessman running the country. Also, his assistant, that's Peter Obi.
Yeah, that's
the VP, sorry. Okay, also his VP is also a businessman. So I would like to see what businessmen can do to the country. So that's it.
We know they are all thieves. They are all thieves.
I mean all of them.
They are all thieves. They are all thieves. No clean one inside them, but we prefer the one that will chop, make I chop. That's what we want them now. I don't even understand me. So I'll prefer voting Atiku. If I'm given the chance of voting 10 times, I will even beg for extra 5 to vote and make sure Bihari leaves that place, because we don't have a president actually.
So the one we have there is who?
Bihari no be human being now.
You said what?
No be human being. So we don't have a president. That is just the truth.
Yeah.
Break that down.
You see, under the all of them had the opportunity to rule us. Under Buhari, the first time, I know things were hard, but Nigeria got a bit better. While under Atiku as the vice president of Nigeria, yeah, things went well, but there was mass corruption and general looting. So even for that, I believe I will go for Buhari.
You just said business acumen and his experience.
Yeah.
Are you by any chance trying to say Buhari is inexperienced?
I don't want to sound too blunt, but truth is, Buhari doesn't have economic acumen. He doesn't have people that will advise him to his eyes what the economy really is. The truth is, after 2015, the economy has dwindled. That's the truth of the matter. The economy is no longer the way it is. The price of every commodity has increased. The price of bag of rice has increased. The price of it's only Ghana that has maintained its normal price. The price of everything has increased. The economy has dwindled. Even the salary we're managing, we don't longer manage it again. That's why you hear the slogan, bring back our corruption. Because we thought during PDP's tenure there was corruption. But that corruption, the standard of living was better. But now there's no corruption. There's no so-called corruption, even if there's still corruption on the ground. But yet the standard of living is getting worse and worse every day. The money they're recovering every day, what are they using it for? Today we'll hear Abacha's loot has been recovered. Tomorrow we'll hear it has been recovered. Tomorrow we'll hear another loot has been recovered. Tomorrow we'll hear billions of naira has been recovered in Ikoyi. What are they using the money for? The youths are still suffering. The roads are still bad. Potholes are still there. The economy is still worst. So let's change the change, for crying out loud. So
Okay, if you say Atiku is a businessman and Peter Obi is a businessman, what do you call Buhari?
He's just a Fulani, I guess so.
Fulani.
But I don't think he's a businessman. He's just a politician.
You're definitely casting your vote for Atiku.
I have been articulated. That is just the truth.
Articulated, that's deep. All right, on the scale of 1 to 10, I'd like you to rate the government of Buhari so far.
0. Honestly, 0. 0. Okay, between me and you, which sector do you want to say this government has been able to perform? Mention it. A lot of people have lost job. A lot. Is it Osun State that they are owing about 34 months salary? When the election is coming, you pay 4 months? Or is it Kogi State?
On a scale of 1 to 10, I'd like you to rate the performance of Buhari government so far.
Honestly, I'll give him 4.
A 4?
Yes.
You said you're voting for him. Why rating him 4?
Yes, he's trying as much as possible to get things right, but he's just too slow.
On the scale, it's really difficult to say. Everybody's going to go for this number 0, but for me, I would say 6. Because 6 because I don't want to say anything about it. I know a lot of people are going to raise eyebrow and say a lot of things, but the issue is one thing I have hold on to that has been a major ever since they've come into power is first the fuel scarcity. That is major. In terms of electricities and all of that, in fact, to me personally, I don't even want them to do many things. If anybody comes in, the first thing I want, like back then, where we talk about, I drank from the tap in this country. I never had fear of looking at the tap whether there is death coming out from the water. I drank from it. And I remember clearly the water corporation was still very active, then was still very okay. But now today is gone. The low man, the poor man in this country cannot afford even to buy water. You have to work to get money to buy water, which is not. So if you want to look at it on another view, it's a different thing. But even today, at least you can see that there are a lot of people into this sector working. A lot of things are working despite, and people who are complaining mostly are the people who benefit from enslaving other people, doing the wrong thing. But they are the people who are also using their money also to bring out different set of things against this same government. I'm not against any government. I'm not against anybody. The issue is, but for me, I think it's a 6.
Buhari, from what we see now, he hasn't been very good at the economy per se, because a lot of things has happened during this administration. He's just focusing on corruption. Fine, it's good to fight corruption. Me, I believe that corruption is not like just fighting it just like that. You also have to be more tactical. Bring an institution that will fight corruption. You mustn't wait for people to go and steal money. You now use knife and gun and be pursuing them. You can bring up something that can, prevent people from stealing money or, going into corruption.
I'll say 5.
Why 5?
Because I think Buhari is not a corrupt politician, but maybe he don't just know what he's doing. I guess so. He don't just know what he's doing. Maybe he doesn't have good advisors around him. That's it. And nothing is really moving forward since he became the president.
At least Lagos State, we can see some things going on. We can say, look, we might not have gotten to Canaan, but as far as Lagos State is concerned, they have left Egypt. They have left Egypt. But that is what we are just saying that other governments should do. But the situation whereby you bring people back, you take a step forward, and you are taking about 4, 5, 6 steps backward, that is not governance.
Welcome back, guys. It's still your number 1 TV, Blacqtv, and it's still another episode of Oya Talk. The street has spoken, you all are the responses. Who am I to say otherwise? But the thing is, keep your PVC safe and intact. Go out on the election day and vote for your candidate. It's going to be a super election, all right? Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to Blacqtv on YouTube. Follow us on social media platform, Instagram and Facebook. It's Blacqtv. All right, till I come your way next time, I remain your host, Lekki Smile, the certified Yoruba boy. Odabo.